back at the dealership. It was a little bit crazy. Obviously, I was trying to catch Matt throughout the day as he was working on the bikes, but because it was a track day, we had times where it wasn't quite as easy as I would have liked to have had that chat, see how he was getting on and how the day was going. So the guys were going out on the sessions pretty much on the hour, every hour. So you can imagine trying to get two Superstock bikes out at the same time for the same hour and the same session was just a little bit chaotic. So we've come back to the dealership to try and grab a chat with Matt and sort of see how his experience went and how the day went. So am I right? Was it chaos? Was it busy? Did it go as you thought?
Chaos, busy, always on the go, never stopped.
And is it what you were expecting?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I expected it to be busy and plenty to get on with and do. Every time the bikes came in, it was get on with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
No
pretty
stop.
much. So have you got much paddock experience then?
That was my first time working in a paddock, especially with a BSB team.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Not scared?
Not worried? It was nerve-wracking, a little bit, yeah, a little nerve-wracking, but yeah, we got there with it.
Good, brilliant. Well, you definitely did. You got to grips with it really quickly. So what was the sort of the format of today? Obviously, some of the guys will have seen on the content that we've done and some of the videos that this is going to get within from the day. What was sort of like the highlights? What sort of things were you expecting that didn't maybe happen or anything like that?
It was just learning my way around a BSB bike from a standard road bike.
Mm-hmm.
That was the hardest part of it. But everything is obviously quick to come off quicker and work around things. The highlights are learning suspension, stripping suspension units and things like that, stuff I've never actually got to do before. Which was good.
Cool. So we've seen a bit of stuff there where Shaun Winfield's bike was faffing a bit around with this chain. What was going on there? What happened there?
With the chain, we wanted to change the gearing slightly. Couldn't fit in the larger rear sprocket, so we had to get some extra links in there so we can fit the sprocket on and change the gearing.
Okay, so on the footage, obviously, you'll be able to see where we've got the team manager, Gary, who obviously was there. So when the riders came back in, obviously David Allingham and Shaun Winfield, when they came back in, they were sort of translating to Gary, team manager, what was happening, what was going on, some of the feedback on the bike. How did you interpret that? How did you work with Gary to sort of understand what was required next?
Gary got a lot of the information from the bikes themselves as well, plugging it in, getting it off the laptop and getting the details, and then we'd adjust to what he was looking at on the computer as well.
Okay.
We had a bit of an issue with brakes at some stage, so we had
on Shaun's bike?
No.
Funnily enough, okay.
Well, we did bleed brakes on Shaun's bike, but we also had a pad issue on Dave's bike as well.
Okay.
So we did swap some pads and sort that out for him, and we bled some brakes as well.
Brilliant. So it sounds pretty full on, like you got round everything?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about sort of going forwards then? We've got Silverstone next weekend.
Yes.
Obviously Tuesday was a really busy day. It was back to back to back. Silverstone's going done over 3 days. So what are your expectations of that?
I'm expecting it to be probably just as busy as that, but over 3 days.
We're really tired come Monday then.
yes, that is exactly what I'm expecting.
Brilliant. So going forwards, then obviously we're going into the season, we're going into official testing, and then obviously out onto the race weekends. So you're going to be up and down the country.
Yep.
You committed to this? You sure this is what you want to do? So what sort of where did you come from wanting to get into this kind of, is it something you've always wanted to do? What sort of attracts you to want to take on this opportunity?
I've always wanted to be on trackside and I have never had the opportunity to do so.
Okay.
And trying to get into trackside has been very difficult, especially with family commitments and things like that.
Of course.
So now kids are getting a bit older and I've got a secure position here, sort of be a bit flexible and do a bit more.
Brilliant. And you feel that Northwest Honda have supported you in that and being able to achieve this?
Yes.
Brilliant. No, that's great. Super. So obviously this has come together as part of the track day that's been done. We are going to put some content in ready for all of the Silverstone weekend for next weekend as well, which we're really looking forward to. So if you've got any questions, if there's anything you want to ask, if there's anything that you want to know on the day from Matt from a technical point of view or just an atmosphere point of view and what the guys are up to and what's coming next. Next weekend we have got both the stockers again, so obviously Matt will be there with those. We're also going to be joined by Luke Mossey as well, who will be on the TAG Honda Superbike. So yeah, lots of good stuff to come, so keep your eyes peeled, subscribe, press the little bell, make sure that you get alerted first, and stay with us.